guys, and welcome back. I think today I'm going to do a very nice little sunset because it's what I feel like painting today. I'm going to show you this week, or today rather, how to do it on a liquid white canvas, and next week we're going to do a liquid clear sunset. So I'm going to have them run all the colors across the screen that I'm going to be using for this painting. Let's just get started by mixing a color. I'm going to take some phthalo blue and alizarin crimson to make a nice little purple color, lavender. You can mix this up to any degree that you want. And I think you can always take a little white with it. See what you got. And I think that's just what I'm looking for. So I'm going to wipe off my knife. Now I'm going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is go into some cadmium yellow. I'm going to tap it on there. I like to pull it out a little and then tap it. And now I'm just going to start in the center. Go out. I think we're going to have some water too. So I think I'm just going to throw a little bit of that down here with some horizontal strokes. And when you're making your sky, don't forget to do crisscross strokes. Those are easier to blend. So now I think I'm just going to jump right into some bright red. Just start at the top. Ooh, be careful with the bright red. It'll light your sky on fire. In fact, I probably just did. Got a little extra paint on the canvas, so I'm going to take my knife and just pull it off. That color's going to stay there, don't worry about that. So all you got to do is blend it back out. So I'm going to wash my 2-inch brush now. I like to get it as dry as I can. Now, start the yellow and blend outward. Already we got a nice looking sky. Me, I don't think my painting's ever going to hang in Smithsonian, but I think this one's pretty good. We're going to be. This technique's cool because you can see all plan it in your mind and already do it. You don't have to take weeks and weeks to paint it. You just do it. I think I just said a Nike quote. Oops, smashed my brush into a bright red. Now I'm going to go into that lavender color. Just come over here. Ooh, it's more of a violet color. I think I should add more crimson to that. But that's okay. The reason I did this because if I used blue, I'm afraid of getting my yellow into there and making a nasty green. I've never seen a green sunset. If you live somewhere where there's a green sunset, send me a picture. washing my brush again. I'm going to blend outward again. Start at the brightest color and then go outward. Alright, got a nice looking sky going. Oop, got a hair there. It's okay, I can fix that. That's fixed. So I'm going to take my bright red again, just ever so lightly. Oops. Start from the bottom and pull it out. That's what I meant to do. Take some more bright red and do the same thing on this side. Maybe I'll pull it more toward right here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go into that lavender. Just sort of, I'm going to have it more out in this corner. Start outward and go in. You go this way, you're going to have like, it's going to mess up your water. I think that's about good for now. So I'm going to wash my brush again. Now I'm going to go and make some mountains. So I'm going to take, so you know what, I'm going to take that lavender color with a bit of crimson and a tiny bit of white. I want this to be a little brighter. I think I'm going to start right here. Just make some hilly shapes. Alright. I'm going to take, now I'm going to do one, try the one in this brush. Nope, it's still dirty. Should be good. I'm going to tap downward to blend the top of this guy out. Get a misty effect. Mountains in the distance usually look kind of misty. If you mess up the top, it's okay. You can always add them back in. Speed off that excess color and sort of blend this out, and that'll set it right in. I'm gonna blend him a little, make him come together. There we go. Now it looks like there's a little bit of a hill right there. Lightly put in some upward strokes. That'll make you look like there's trees way back there. Not too high though. Let's go straight up. let's say we're ready to do another layer. Now I'm going to go take just a touch of black and go right into that violet color. Now I'm going to have him, I'm going to say right here. Maybe he comes up a little bit behind him. As things get closer to you in a landscape, they get kind of darker. Gonna do the same thing I just did with the 1-inch brush. I'm going to use my 2-inch brush this time. Lightly, very lightly, get rid of those brush strokes. That doesn't look half bad. Wash it. You can beat it. Just beat it. Let's see, what should we add now? I know. Let me make the indication of some happy trees. Yeah, everybody needs trees. I'm gonna get a lot of paint. I'm gonna wiggle it so I can get this to a rather sharp point. It takes a lot of paint to hold these bristles together. Maybe touch of phthalo blue with it. More crimson. Wiggle it and pull it. And it's gonna get it pretty sharp. As good as I want anyway. Okay. Give the appearance of some background trees. Oops, got out of shape. If you can't guess already, I'm going to pull this bottom out and make reflections out of it. And with that, I'm going to wash my 1-inch brush off. And get it relatively clean. Oops, got spire on my brush. Now, I'll lightly pull this down. Because this has that crimson in it, when it hits this yellow, it's not going to turn green. Beat it off. Wipe it off. Now I think I'm going to flick it down. Now I'm just gonna straight across. If you only wanted to, you could also, I know, take my fan brush I used earlier and take just a dab of white and put it in with that violet color. I'm gonna flick it up to make it look like trees, trunks, and stems all back out here. In fact, I'm going to take some green. Ooh, Van Dyke brown just flooded everywhere. I'm going to take sap green and put some grass back there. Yeah, I'm going to pull out the base of this here to sort of give it the appearance that it has its own reflection. And now let's just re-tap in these little areas here. Now I'm going to take a palette knife. I'm going to take white and just grab some paint thinner. You can use liquid white for this too. In fact, it's probably what I recommend you use. And thin it down. It's actually a better color anyway. Just pull it out. And sort of cut across. I'm just going to cut in a waterline. This is a nice warm painting. Try to make these lines straight. If you get any that look like they're at an angle, it doesn't matter because you can blend it out. Take a 2-inch brush and just kind of, well, like I said, blend it out. Now, I think I'm going to worry about this. I got a bit of an angle there. Just blend this whole thing together. Now I'm going to make land here. Going with some black, phthalo blue, sap green, crimson, and Van Dyke brown. What the heck? If it's dark, I'm going to throw it in. Now, pull it this way to get a round corner so you can get big bush shapes. This 2-inch brush gets a lot of areas fast. Now, I'll continue it on here too. What the heck? washing my brush again. I'm going to take my dirty 1-inch brush and do the same thing, going through sap green and a little yellow. This is going to be relatively thinner. And have the round edge up. And let's say, want a little bush here. I don't think that was thick enough. You know what? I'm going to throw bright red in there. There's a good color. Focus on these one at a time. No, I'm going all over the place after I just told you to do them one at a time, but I just felt like filling them in. You know what? Big tree time. Let's take light brown, a sap green. You know what? I'm going to add more black. Oops. Let's see a little blue on my brush. Since black and yellow naturally make green, this will make a good dark tree color. Just get it relatively thin. I think one lives right here. And just use the corner of your fan brush. Go up, fill them in there. Go down, use more of the fan brush. There's nothing wrong with loading more paint on it. If there was, I'd be in trouble. Maybe he's big. Yeah, I set a big tree, I wasn't kidding. Every tree needs a friend. I think this one, he lives right here. This guy's narrower than him. That's okay. Now I'm going to take a knife, make an indication of a little tree trunk. So for that, add maybe not that much white. I'm going to leave it marbled like that, because that looks like a nice wood grain color to me. So I'm going to pull it out, cut it across, just kind of, you don't need much on your roll, it's just taking it off. straight? Yeah, he's straight. I'd say that's good enough for a tree trunk. I'm going to go back into my light green colors and highlight. Wasn't enough. I'm going to take just a drop, bare drop of paint thinner to just make this a little thinner. The thinner it is, the easier it'll be to stick to. I'm going to highlight him too. That, I think that's good enough for our trees. So now I'm going to take a 1-inch brush. I'm going to fill these bushes in. I'm going to take black, add it here. Just fill it in. Loose bristle. Yeah, it looks better. Now the highlights will stick way better to them. For that, I'll grab more CAD yellow. There we go. This is a nice color. I'll take that. Yellow bush lives here. Why not? Need dark to show light. So I have all this dark colors and stuff here. We're going to bright red. Maybe these are autumn colors. It's fall anyway. Yeah. Do the further back ones first, and then do those. So maybe a red one lives right here. Maybe there's an RNG one. That's probably not a word, but nice orange bush there. Maybe there's still some green on a couple of these trees. Ah, got a whole thing of white. He's starting to turn color. He doesn't feel good. Maybe there's another red one. After I highlight these trees, I think I'm just gonna cover the rest of this up. It's like a grass area. Ooh, kind of looks like yellow ochre a little bit. Yeah. There's a happy accident right there. I think there's one more right here. Actually, I'm going to take the same brush and make grass color. Forgot I got green here. The same way I flat sharpened that brush for the other tree, I'm going to do that there. But I'm also going to get more sap green. Maybe more cat yellow. Getting too much dirty color anyway. This is fall, the grass isn't bright green anyway. And that's pretty nice. Now watch this. Here's a cool trick. You can take the point of your knife and scratch in sticks of twigs to make little tree limbs. Do it in the darker areas though. Yeah, maybe there's a couple here too. That sun. I'm going into some bright red. And the sun, this dude. You want this color to be as thin as possible. Almost like ink, not really water. There we go. That's better. Because it'll flow right over the other paint. With that, got a nice little sunset. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. It helped me a lot if you did. And happy painting. If I can do it because I'm a beginner, you can too. Happy painting.